The European Commission describes the tariffs as a tax that will hurt both sides of the Atlantic, both businesses as well as consumers. The EU says they are unprovoked and unjustified and call on Washington to reverse this decision to impose broad-based tariffs on steel and aluminium imports to the tune of 25%. It's set to be worth roughly $28 billion, and the EU says it will respond in kind. Donald Trump, the US president, says these tariffs are needed to really level the playing field, as he sees it, when it comes to global trade. That is a point dismissed by the European Union, describing it as unjustified and harmful for a trade relationship between the EU and US that's worth roughly 30% of global GDP. When it comes to these countermeasures, well, the EU says it will come in two parts. The first on April 1st, a slap back of tariffs we saw in place during Donald Trump's first term in office, tariffs from 2018-2020 on things like Harley-Davidson motorcycles and bourbon. The second tranche of tariffs will come into effect mid-April. Broader tariffs impacting things like industrial goods, agricultural products like soybeans, where the EU says they can limit the impact on EU citizens because they can pivot simply, according to the EU, from US soybeans to other markets like Brazil. This gives us a 2-week window or so before these tariffs take effect, and the EU says they hope that this period will be used to negotiate with the US. If not, the message from the European Commission here in Brussels is that they say they are fully prepared to retaliate. William Denselow for AnewZ, Brussels.